We started, yes. Hello, welcome to the Artist Coaching Podcast.
The Artist Coaching Podcast.
We're talking about Gert Verhulst.
So we were talking about Gert Verhulst. He actually makes music too, Gert Verhulst.
Children music.
No. Oh yeah, that's Gert. His son, Victor.
You make Victor. Yeah. He replied on our comments. No, he didn't reply. He liked it.
Oh, nice.
So
you likes us.
I liked this. I saw.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like I see the notifications coming by, and especially when it's famous people,
he's a good DJ.
Yeah,
it's really funny because I saw is like a documentary, or maybe it's part of the TV show, and he was DJing, and they put the mic on him, and he was singing along everything. And
Dude,
it was like
I saw
very
that
badly, but he was so into it. It was amazing.
I saw that clip, and I thought this is a genius concept. If I were a DJ,
they did it with Hardway already. Once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a documentary as well. That Hardway was like singing along like songs. He was.
If I were a DJ, I would make my whole TikTok account with that content. Just the karaoke DJ.
You are a
footage.
DJ.
I heard you were once a DJ.
I once were, and I always like Victor. I was always singing along when I was playing. I was always singing out the loudest, and I just thought it was genius content. Like I saw it, I was laughing out loud.
That's actually a good one for TikTok.
That's great. That works great. So for everyone listening,
I'm gonna do it.
Remember when you heard it first.
Then you can do it.
Yeah, you'll do it first. Anyway, guys, how have you? How have you been?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been traveling to China a lot and to Manchester, and had some good shows.
Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think so. And it was a lot of fun. And,
where did you play in Manchester?
In Manchester.
Yeah. Which club?
MN1, it's called. It was a student party, and it was like 400 people, I think. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It's like a really low ceiling club, and it's always a really good like vibe in those places for some reason. And
Manchester is the UK, right?
Yeah.
I always like playing in the UK and Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah,
people are crazy there.
Yeah, it's good. It was fun.
Did I ever tell you that story when I played at New Year's Eve in Scotland, I think? And I walked back to the hotel with my girlfriend. It was like 5 a.m. or something. Everyone on the streets were like completely drunk or like on drugs, whatever. And I was walking towards the hotel, and there was a cab was parked in front of the hotel, like a van, a Mercedes van. And the car was just standing there, just standing there, nothing else. And there was this guy, he came running from like 200 meters or something, like sprinting, like fast, like his life depended on it. And he just banged in the van, like boom, and he just fell like flat on his back, like poof, knock. And I was like,
and the guy was you?
No, just a random guy. Like I was just walking to the hotel after a club night, like after New Year's Eve, so 5 a.m., 4 a.m., I don't know. And I said, he just came running from, so he definitely saw it. Like it's not like he couldn't see the van. It was just parked there. And he was like, bang.
Like, wow.
Okay.
Sounds pretty insane. Yeah, sounds like a really cool YouTube video.
Yeah.
But you probably didn't film.
No, I didn't. No, I was there with my ex-girlfriend now, but yeah.
Actually,
at a good point.
Now you say that, I sometimes when people ask if I've been to a city before, like in China, I look back on my phone and then I see like 3 photos of when I was there before, because you just
locations.
Back then, location, but I didn't take that many videos. Now it's like if I go to a city, I like, well, there's like 20 videos or something, and then it was like a photo at the airport, or maybe not even. It's just way more habit now to film things,
document things. Yeah. It's. Do you think that's valuable, or do you think it's a shame?
Well, I do think sometimes it links to your memories directly, because if you're in a city center and there's something funny, you film it. Then if you go through your phone when you're next back in that city or whenever, and you see that, or like your phone sometimes gives memories, you see it and like, oh yeah, that was then. And it's like kind of links it to the memory. So it is pretty cool for that, I think.
I have it as well with looking back to previous years. If you've been to the same location multiple times, and then if your phone says like, hey, here's a throwback to 2016, I don't know. We have it with Aruba, for example, because we've been there multiple times. Mm-hmm. You can see the kids growing up every year.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
It's fun to see that. Like every year you come back, like first we went there, we had 1 kid, and then a couple of years later, 2 kids, and then you can see them grow up.
3 kids.
No, that's
2 kids.
No,
4 kids.
no, we'll keep it like this.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. I feel
I'm
you.
good.
Man. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Anyway, but you played in Manchester. Anything
Yep.
else you did?
No, China. China was fun. Although it wasn't all fun, because I got into a car crash
Oh yeah.
in one of the pickups. So
I saw the post, but please tell me, because we were supposed to talk about it earlier. But
So I thanks for your concern.
yeah, I care. I do care.
So
Ralph
no.
just walks away.
I had played. Was supposed to play a festival, and the flight allowed for that. I got to the hotel, and still had like an hour to shower and go to the festival.
So you had
Hour to shower.
So you had a 14-hour flight, and then 1 hour.
Yeah,
to
it
just
was a
chill.
long travel day because it's like 4 hours from Beijing, and from Beijing I flew from Manchester, so that's like 11 hours, and then wait a few hours, 4-hour flight, and then straight to hotel and a festival. So on the way to the hotel, we crashed into the car in front of us, which out of nowhere stood still. So like we were going,
like the guy. Bam.
yeah. I think we were going like 80, and then he braked. So I
yes,
don't,
again.
Yeah, I
Scottish
I
guy.
I don't know how it was a pretty
Freedom.
like heavy impact because the airbags came out. I was
he
in the
drove
back.
80 and he just instantly braked.
Yeah, you could just sense like, oh shit, they're standing still, and then you feel them brake, and then brake harder and harder, and then he kind of like the driver was kind of like it wasn't his fault. I think I'm not sure if he was paying attention, but they just stood still out of nowhere, so we kind of hit them full on. So the car was totaled, but we were luckily fine. Although he did have some pain on his hand, I think, with the airbags that came out. But I was in the back. Luckily, I was wearing my seatbelt because with these, it's so dumb. But like with sometimes with these professional driver companies, you think for some reason you don't always wear a seatbelt.
Dude, always.
And we talked
and
about
I'm happy I started doing that, and always, especially since I have kids. Those are the things you pay attention more to a bit more. And I luckily could make it to the hotel in time because they sent another car. And then I went to the festival. They expected 30,000 people. When I was playing, there were about 20. And on the
20,000.
No, 20. 2-0.
Like 2-0.
And when the headliner was
Yikes.
playing at the end of the night, there were, I think they sold like 700 tickets in total. So it was a bit of a miss.
Let down.
How does
Yeah,
that
they were
even
pretty big
happen?
artists, and
Like,
they had another edition, and that was cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. So it's one of those things where the fans then maybe not trust it anymore, or they're like, I'm not gonna buy a ticket now because what if they cancel again? So I think that's what happened, and maybe they changed locations a few times. So
You know, in China, it's a little bit more uncertain if an event will go through or not. It could be cancelled because of like regulations. It's quite a common seen thing. And then I think people tend to more go to the more known festivals that have a track record. And this I understand because we were booked at the first edition. It's a new concept, a new festival, and then it's a little bit uncertain. And I think they did everything right, but there's I don't know how it goes with regulations in China, but it's probably less certain than it is here. And,
they did from their side everything. So it's also where people like ask you, oh, did they mess up or no? It was pretty like standard, and they all followed all contracts. So I don't know exactly what went wrong.
yeah,
Is it all good?
Yeah,
Joey
just-
checking all the cameras.
Yeah, your mark was in the video earlier, but I moved it. So.
No worries.
your mug.
I'm like managing.
mugshot.
I'm just managing 300 things here, but that's okay.
But I mean, the
Multitasking.
world is a big place, and it doesn't work the same way as you're used. And I think trust is always a thing. And I can imagine that people, they see a new festival, they see a cool lineup, or they maybe don't see it. I mean, it's quite difficult to market a good big festival. I mean, 30,000 people. What are we talking
40.
about? That's huge. 40, yeah.
But the location, it's in Sanya, which is an island of China, and it's also quite expensive. Also, where the festival was, that area, a lot of big resorts, and then not with too long notice, I think. So then, for a lot of people to go there last minute is also, I think, one of the
it's not that you have a crowd that will come anyway.
No, there's not many locals that live there. Let's say, but for China, if you say it's not a big city, there's still like 10 million people.
Yeah, it's like the Netherlands. So
And do you have any injuries or?
No, my neck was sore for a good part of a week. But I noticed right away when the crash happened, you kind of like sit there and assess. Like, first of all, the guy on the back hit us as well, but not that hard. But that was the biggest shock.
Whiplash.
Because you see the crash happening, so you're like, you can kind of brace yourself. But then the guy in the back, you don't see coming and you don't expect it. And then you're like, what if it was a truck that couldn't brake in time? So it's kind of like lucky. Just a sore neck. And like that, also this organization, they offered, you can go to the hospital and everything. But I was like, nah, I could instantly notice like, I'm good. Yeah. So, but I did need a little drink on the stage. So I was happy with my beer because I was like, oh, you kind of get the adrenaline, so you kind of, and
it's
I was
definitely a good reason to drink. Tension, make it go away. Give me a drink.
Yeah, and also it actually was kind of nice that festival was that I had to rush because you kind of can't stand still because I called my girlfriend and told her like, hey, just so you know, I'm okay. This happened, and then I let the tour manager know like, hey, we're this happened, and then they arranged the car, so you kind of then just go through. So then on the stage, and I had my sip of beer, it was like, like kind of that tension fell away. Too bad there wasn't a big crowd, but maybe in the next edition we'll see.
Makes me think of a time that I played in Italy, and it's quite normal that you go out for dinner, right, with promoters before the gig. So we always did that in Italy as well. Full dinner, like wine, everything, like great. That's what I love about Italy. But the problem was everyone was drinking along. Like everyone was doing the same thing, including the driver. And it wasn't the first time I had a driver who was drinking as well. But this time I was like, this guy, he kind of is in the same tempo as we are. So, okay, that's okay. And then we had to go to the club. And it was like on the top of a mountain was the restaurant. And you had to go down. But it was like this small little mountain road. No lights, like the how do you call that? Like the edge, like super close to the edge. So I was like in that car with my seatbelt. I was like, if I'll ever tell my parents this happened, they'll go crazy. You know, like why
did they listen to the podcast?
No, but I told them afterwards, like maybe even a couple of years ago. But more like it's so crazy what you experience on those tours because you're young. You don't feel like you're in the place to mention it. Like, should I get in? And I remember mentioning it to my booker back then, and she said to me like, "You should not have got in. Like you should have called me because it's in your contract that there is a sober driver. It's literally it's in the rider."
I feel like sometimes on tour I also felt a bit invincible or something. Like you can't get
king of the world.
Can't get kind of that weird feeling because you have this high of this show and like everything seems arranged so well. But
true.
Yeah, no, drinking and driving definitely a no-go. So if you're a Belgian TV presenter, I wish you a well recovery. We all this was in the news here, big thing. But don't fucking drink and drive because you could also hit a kid and you now hit only a barrier. But fuck you.
True.
Sorry to just get that off my chest.
That's a good one, cut it.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive. Be responsible.
Yeah, for sure.
Be like Ralph.
Yeah, like us.
Like a smile. Like. And what were you up to last week?
Drinking and driving.
You're looking at me like I have no clue what I've been up to.
I've been to dinner with you.
Yeah, but that was last week on Wednesday actually.
Did you drink?
I did.
Did you drive?
Yeah, but I always drink one wine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, nothing more.
Don't be like Joey.
No, I know.
No, what I've been up to. Conquering the world, basically. Yeah, I'm one step closer again. Yeah.
Okay.
In time it will happen and everybody will know my name.
This guy. Okay.
I can show some stuff if you like.
No, we'll get
We're
there
actually
later.
now, we've been releasing a lot of music, of course, and been busy with it. Are still making a shitload, but we're not going to release as much.
Okay.
Christmas time, music-wise, it kind of sucks. I do like the Christmas music. I have the best playlist for... You listen to it also, eh? Boss Christmas?
Boss Christmas?
Yeah, the
Dude.
playlist of Ralph.
Oh, no.
It's my Christmas alter ego called Radolfo. And no, Boss Christmas. It's Christmas for bosses. That's all the cool Christmas songs ever made. Like ever.
Do you have Egg Boy with Christmas vibes in that playlist? Everybody?
Not yet. It hasn't been curated yet. I gotta say, your picture does a shitty job then because it didn't come across my desk.
You're looking at him.
Yeah. Oh,
Thanks. This is the picture.
Thanks.
well, always good to get some positive feedback, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Of constructive.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
more like it. No, and you can follow it. It's Boss Christmas, and it's
I can
actually
put it in
about
the
the
show
boss,
notes.
and the boss that is you. Yeah, no, but for the rest, music-wise, it's a shit time to release your music.
Yep.
Is it still like that? Because I had a conversation with someone last week. Like, isn't that like an old way of thinking? Because these days, everyone consumes music all day long. In general.
No, it's a data-driven way of thinking. It's pure
Yeah.
data that all the
dip.
big playlists, they get less attention because of the Christmas playlist getting more attention.
And what about gigs? Because there are more gigs around those periods, right?
Because people are more off work. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, but
holiday
I mean, like releasing
period.
music, you don't necessarily only have to look at the streams, but also at maybe potential places where other artists can play your songs.
Yeah, but that doesn't depend on when you release the music.
It's people are also...
you can release it whenever you like.
No, but if you would like to give it as a promo, for example, and
But you can just give it.
and
That's
it
okay.
people
tends to
also-
be Christmas.
People are also less focused, I think, on consuming music because they're like going to Christmas drinks of their work. They're going to Christmas things with family. Same for Thanksgiving.
In most people's minds, it's a busy period.
Yeah.
And they're thinking of music less. And
Listening to
But it's
Boss
like
Christmas.
logical. Also with like social media reach, sometimes you just have to think like, hey, wait, it's a Sunday evening. It's 7:00. What do I do usually? Oh, I'm on my phone. Oh, maybe a lot of my friends are Sunday morning.
Yeah.
You can think a little bit like that to which times you want to like target and then post then as well. I've noticed like
but
differences
it's
there.
always Sunday night somewhere.
Yeah, it's always summer.
Not always. On Sunday.
On Sunday.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, but that's why you have to choose where you target. So if you
Yeah, definitely.
target the US, it's different. But
Hey,
yeah.
something else. December in general is a month to evaluate, to look back,
Reflect.
to contemplate, to do all those things, zoom out, let's say. And in the past few weeks, I've been doing that with clients as well. If you guys look back on the past year for yourself, are you happy about it or?
Yeah, I've been very happy about it. But man, it went by fast again. And it just, for me, last New Year's just happened, you know.
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah, we also had a short summer here in, I think, the most of Europe. And that also made time fly by really fast. Because I've just came out of like an eternal winter, to a short summer that lasted like not even 2 months, and then winter started again. And but like work-wise, has been a fruitful year. We've definitely we released a lot of music, but not only that, we gained a lot of new following with the music. We reached a lot of we got a lot of support. Hence the top 100 list. I actually don't know which number we were. I thought 49, 44 something, or DJ Mag was that. So all in all, we really set goals to gain more traction on socials and to get more support, and we definitely succeeded. So for us, 2K24 is a really good year. Yeah, I'm happy about it, and also we really have a good drive to go into 2025. I think that's also important.
And what's the main thing you're focusing on for the next year?
Build bigger and better. Yeah.
Where's Michael Jordan? I don't
Michael
see
Jordan.
him. Like we're in Ralph's studio.
He's in here, man.
Usually there's a
Jordan,
picture somewhere of
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, and you're like,
kinda
hey.
made way for the children drawings.
Hand draw.
Also
No, but
very
for the people at home, I used to have when you went in our old
Was it in-
studio.
yeah.
There was a door that led to the studios, and I had a picture of Michael Jordan, Elon Musk, and Toto Wolff. Yeah, but they have that mentality. They're fighters, you know, and in their own way. I mean, they also have their weird stuff. I mean, how Michael Jordan could have a feud with you whilst you haven't done anything but being nice, but he just made himself go so crazy. He actually fed off frustration, which I kind of liked.
Yeah.
Elon is just he has balls. He's weird. I don't like how he's with his kids and all. That's just, ugh. But business-wise, especially what he's done with rockets and Tesla, insane. And Toto Wolff, he's a guy. He worked himself up from the bottom. A lot of people don't like him, especially in Holland with the Max Verstappen versus
I love him.
Lewis Hamilton. But he came from nowhere and he worked himself up from the bottom. And I like that a lot. And I
He
think
had a
he's
small
also,
loan of $1 million.
No,
It's a joke.
Oh.
What Trump said, right?
he only had a
Ah,
small
point.
loan of $1 million. Was that Trump? Yeah.
Trump,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't even know.
He's like, I came from humble beginnings. I got a small loan of my dad of $1 million.
In those days, it was
Small
like
loan.
100 million now.
Yeah.
And no, but you know, the story was when what's the guy called? There was the black guy who was an ice skater. He
Ice
was really
skater.
good.
Ice hockey.
No, like a skater, like the Dutch guys are doing.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot his name, but we always in Holland we had Urban Wennemars,
no, you're right.
and the guy was Shawnee Davis. Was that the name? Let's call him Shawnee Davis for purpose, but I actually don't know.
I don't know.
No, where's my phone? Oh, it's recording
it's-
right here. Okay,
All the phones
No,
are taken.
I could
But this-
Google, but that's...
the American skater. He had he always was he liked to have a snack, but the snacks were in the fridge. And then he put up a photo of Urban Wennemars on his fridge and a basket of oranges on top. And then when he was having a craving for some candy or what's or not, then he looked at the photo and he thought to himself, what would Urban do? And then he was like, let's get a grape or an orange.
Piece of fruit.
It's always good to have some role models, and hence I put up some photos in the old studio.
But now you don't.
I miss them.
You don't
I
need
miss
them
those
anymore,
guys.
or-
No, now I'm just the role model here,
Yeah.
and
You are
Your own role model.
The te-
Actually,
the-
the
student
dictator.
has become
Yeah,
the teacher.
Yeah.
no, the dictator
Dictator.
walking around.
Well, it's
with a
sometimes I
weapon.
think good to like have some quotes or some people that just make
Definitely.
you remind something. The Urban Wennemar story is really cool because that's
Yeah.
like it's so simple,
Mhm.
but it makes you think. Then what would he do?
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
and he's also. I mean,
He would probably. I would think Urban Wennemar's. What would he do? And then cry about the 11th city tocht not happening.
No, we talked about it earlier. As in, I used to have this with David Goggins. I'm not sure if everyone knows who this guy is. Do you know who he is?
no, I'm zoned out.
Yeah.
Ex-marine, crazy.
Yeah, like he was a super fat, lazy guy in when he was young, living a pretty shitty life. And
Is
somewhere,
he ex-marine?
yeah, ex-Navy,
Ex-Navy.
Navy SEAL, I believe, ex-Navy SEAL. But he was like, kind of like the story of like from shit to great, like something like that. But he's a machine, as in physically he's a machine. He does like ultra marathons, like crazy stories. And I was reading his book a couple of years ago, and a lot of the things that he does are literally crazy, like just not safe anymore. Like you're breaking down your body, not safe.
Okay.
But it's more about the discipline, the mindset that he has. And at that time, I was kind of more...
Does he have kids?
No. At least I don't think he has, no. But in his mindset, it's more like I was looking to work out more. And then I was reading his book and I was like, what he has is way too much.
Yeah.
But I need a little of it. As in, and that what...
Did you succeed?
Basically, his
The discipline, the going
But did you
extreme.
succeed?
But
You
his-
want
his-
to
yeah, I did.
work
His
out more.
theory,
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
if I'm correct, comes down to comfort is his enemy, and he will do anything the exact opposite from comfort.
Yeah, kill your
But constantly.
yeah,
He's like
constantly.
he said sometimes in a podcast, like only when he takes his shower is the only moment where
Yeah.
he's like relaxed,
Yeah.
and he's like allowing
He
himself.
doesn't
to-
do the cold shower shit.
no.
No, he's
Like
just-
he's raw,
Okay.
Yeah.
like super raw. But he also says like I have so many demons, like so much trauma in his life. Like the only way to fight the trauma, the pain of the trauma, is to put me in situations where I literally can't think about it anymore. So that's why the Navy SEALs were such a great place for him, because
Okay.
you know the tests that Navy SEALs do, like the crazy things.
He must be fun at parties.
I don't think he necessarily is, but
I don't think he goes to parties. It's too much comfort.
He probably,
It's too
yeah. I
much
don't
fun.
think
Yeah.
he goes, yeah. But
Fun.
it's just, as I said, it's too extreme for me. But
Really? I
there
think
is
so.
a point
I
in
have
there.
to go to a party. Honey, give me a nail and a hammer. Bam, let's go.
No, but it's more like I need a part of the mindset. So I don't want all of it, because then I become someone I don't want to become. But a little bit of what he has will make my life better, or at least will put me in a position where I become
His
a
money?
better version of
But you're
myself.
reading about this
his
guy
money.
and he says all this stuff, but you already know this. Why do you need I mean, like people who smoke, everybody knows it's bad, but
Yeah.
they cannot stop
Yeah.
for some reason. But you know it.
Yeah.
Why read about somebody else who
It's
inspirational. It's inspirational. Sometimes if somebody says something to you, and even then it matters at which moment, which time, which sentences, which words does
And
he
who.
use, which intonation and who. But sometimes if somebody tells you something, it just clicks. And
or put two things together that you would have never
yeah,
put
so
together.
it just clicks.
Yeah.
Like something in your brain just go, okay. That's all I needed to make the step, you know? And something inside you changes, so that could be a conviction you had just gets blown out of the water, and now you look at the world differently, right? A sort of belief that you used to have and now don't have anymore, because the belief could have stopped you from actually doing what you want to do. Like,
Okay,
What-
I gotta
but I think
example.
that
I'm
you're saying-
I'm
you're
curious
saying
about the example.
One of
But-
my beliefs is work hard, relax hard. Right? That's a sentence that I tell myself because I believe that's good for me. That's how I want to live. Work hard, but at the same time, relax hard. So know that there's an on and off switch. Because you can't always be on, and you don't always want to be off, because then you get lazy. So that's the belief I have. That belief also sometimes holds me back in certain things, because I have a lot of drive to build something or to do something or to achieve great things. I used to be Dutch champion wall climbing. I've built a nice career of DJing. Like I've did.
Have you been Dutch
Yeah.
wall climbing? Are you a Spider-Man?
I used to be. Yeah.
What?
No way.
When are we gonna do that as a
We
business?
can do that as a business.
item?
Bouldering.
Yeah. I've done bouldering a lot.
I
as well,
don't
yeah.
get bouldering,
But
but I love the
outside.
climbing high.
Man,
I used to boulder in France.
you're like an
and,
enigma,
Wow.
man.
yeah.
I never knew.
I've done
Did you know? That's
Who
crazy.
are you?
I've done a lot of rock climbing outside.
Were
of
you
France.
ashamed
Yeah.
that it only comes out now?
No, I definitely wasn't ashamed. No,
Can you
never
climb
heard
on
it.
top of this building next to us?
probably? Yeah.
Nice.
I've even been at the European Cup in Austria
But
at a very
Ralph,
young age.
you asked like, you hear something, but you already know.
I was just making conversation.
No, but yeah, but I think it's a thing where a lot of quote books and a lot of things,
Yeah.
you kind of know already what you should do, or because it's like you have to feel where you have to go a little bit, and most people are not really in touch with our feelings that much anymore. Less and less, maybe because of the phone.
Or more and more. I
Or
think
more and more.
The world is
yeah,
pretty feely.
different. No, but like with the phones, we all
Yeah.
like you think different stuff than what you should actually be focused on. But it's like
I mean,
it's like the stuff of
it's hard to make a joke without insulting somebody.
Yeah, but that's
yeah, but
different.
that's bad.
Yeah.
yeah, that's different.
No,
It's
but I
not,
mean,
it's not your
gut feeling.
subconscious that
It's your-
that you're listening to.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah, you lost me, man.
It's
you
this-
have
I
a
know.
talk. I'm
no,
gonna,
it's this
hey,
thing
water,
of like
nice.
you know at home, for example, if you're listening to this right now and you have to do your laundry, you know you kind of have to do it. You have to just do that, and you kind of know. So if someone then tells you, like me now, I'm the guy that says, do that one task you've been postponing. Now somebody there will think, oh yeah, I kind of knew that,
Yeah.
but you have to kind of get in touch with, hey, what are the
Okay,
things? that I
Jay.
need to do?
It's
Here
a
I
now
go.
It's
you're
the-
welcome.
it's
Go
the-
do it.
It's the personal
But
trainer
keep the
effect.
podcast on
Yeah.
and like, subscribe.
Yeah. No, it's the personal
What
trainer
would
effect.
Urban do?
No, but why would somebody go to a gym, pay someone 60, 70, 80, $200 an hour for personal training, while you can just go outside, have a walk, go out and run, like do push-ups. It's free. You don't need anyone to do it. But why do you think so many people need people to help them?
Because they're lazy as fuck.
But the question is, what makes them lazy? It's a belief that holds them back. It's something that they believe that holds them back from actually doing what they want to do. That's the weird thing. They've grown up in a situation where their parents or their family or their community inherited some kind of belief
Laziness.
system. Yeah, laziness. And the problem is,
So you're calling everybody lazy now?
no, I'm just saying that not everyone knows why they're lazy. It's not
Mhm.
necessarily their default setting. It's more like they just don't know why they do it.
Yeah. The thing also is, it's just not knowing and knowing about the possibilities. I have a good lot of friends of mine. They also go and they have personal training once a week. And I always ask, do you work out more than that 1 hour? They say no. And I said, dude, just cancel it, man. And go walk outside. That's the
Same effect.
Same.
yeah, this is not how you build anything. I mean, it's not wrong to work out, but
Yeah.
do more if you really want to achieve something. But man, especially when you're paying like 100
Better than
euros an
nothing.
hour,
Better than
fuck.
nothing.
But the
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
then just buy a dog.
That's also the perfectionist in you. But I agree with you. You should do way
Yeah.
more. But still, going once is better than not going at all.
that's true. It's a start. In the end, a lot of the things come down by just doing it. But the barrier between doing nothing and doing the actual thing is, for some people, and not just working out, but also releasing a song or posting my first thing on socials or putting things in motion can be so tough for people, because there's fear, there's anxiety, there's fear of what other people might think of me. There's all these things in play which are holding them back from actually making the step towards the goal that they actually want to achieve.
Fear is the mind killer.
Yeah.
June 2,
and
that was a
comfort.
shit movie.
Comfort and fear, I guess. Mostly
Comfort as well,
comfort.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
By the way, I'm in the middle of a series right now, season 2. Have you watched season 1, Arcane?
No.
Oh man, that's
have
amazing.
you
But
watched-
I was watching season 2 and I'm at episode 6 right now. Dude.
Have you watched Severance?
No,
No.
it's supposedly be
Please.
good.
The
Dude,
second season is coming.
it's,
But Arcane?
it gets a 9.1 on IMDb. It's higher than Severance because I checked out
Which
Severance
streaming service?
Netflix. Everybody has Netflix. If you don't have
I have
Netflix,
them all. I collect them all.
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
literally, I have them all.
And I still work out. You know.
Yeah, me too.
No, but how was your? Yeah, you guys.
Our
your
year.
2025. Let's reflect.
Yeah.
Do we also have listeners' question? What time are we at?
We're like half an hour, and we have some
Okay.
listeners' questions, but those are more like practical, as in VST related
Should I
and stuff. So
tell my
I like those.
2024?
yeah, let's go back. Like, how was your past year?
It was a good year.
Instant start
No,
laughing.
it's a year where I'm like, I have less shows than I would want. But if I look like business wise, I'm like, hey, there's a decline in shows. I would love some more shows. But I'm actually very happy with the, here we go, the work-life balance that it brought me this year. Because it's like, I would want more shows, but the time I've been home now with my family was amazing. I've been able to spend more time in the studio, which I'm still like on kind of a where do I want to go kind of phase, not really knowing. Yeah. So that's all. I'm very happy, and I kind of had a lot of realizations this year. I had my second kid this year, and there's still like a lot of stuff to build, but it's getting clearer and clearer what I want, or at least what I don't want. So that's my year.
That's progress.
Yeah, for sure. For
Cool.
sure, a lot of progress.
And
yeah.
2025?
More golf rounds, lower handicap, and that's about it. No, I have like music wise, I'm beginning to see where I want to go, and I'm beginning to understand what I do and do not want, and I just need to start putting things into motion. And I'm actually very excited. I'm actually very excited about that. But there's nothing solid yet, so that I can share like a release is coming. But Eggboy, Christmas vibes.
Check it out.
Maybe some self-releasing.
So a lot of self-releasing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't allow that joke
No,
because I
killed
just
it.
listened to the
He killed
podcast and
it.
you were like, "Oh no, Luke's here.
You
we
butchered
can't.
it.
We can."
No,
we can't,
to be honest, we have to grow up, guys. I mean, still
never.
and it came
Never.
out of the blue.
It's
I mean,
a thing.
we're now gonna be like, okay, self-releasing, but it just was. Luke was in the middle of a serious story,
True.
and the guy starts laughing like
I
a
just can't
little
stop it.
teenager.
Yeah.
But it's
It just triggers something.
That's what we do.
Like we
That's what
call
we
it
do.
the sloppenlach, and he just man.
Yeah. It is when we have a guest, it's harder to not laugh.
Yeah.
We had it with almost every guest that I'm like, shit, I'm
Yeah,
starting.
I mean,
don't wanna laugh.
hey, it's about having a laugh, but sometimes you also got to show you can be.
But that's the
professional.
problem. That's the moment when you shouldn't laugh, and that's when that laugh happens. It's
Exactly.
like when you're at a funeral and
you don't want it.
you shouldn't laugh.
Shame on you, Joey.
No, it was authentic. Like it just came to me. It's like
Yeah.
I'll let it
Also,
slip.
guys, amazing episode.
I kind of had to laugh from the inside, but I was like, dude, not now, man.
But I have to say, amazing episode. Maybe one of the best, even though I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Few pointers. Put a de-esser on
On the mic.
on the mics, because in my car it was a pretty loud S's, but that's more of a joke.
That's the downside of
but-
having producers as listeners, like the audio quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's good. I think it was good, but just that de-esser. But also to realize, you guys were talking about it. It was actually really inspirational. But Luke, how he's been at so many foundation things happening in the EDM world.
It's insane.
Like Swedish House Mafia, Avicii, Afrojack, David Guetta, he was all there. It's like,
It's because he
Wow.
does invest his time
Yeah.
into the community
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit less than before because it's also harder to do now.
What makes
But
it
it's
harder?
also, the world's just then you didn't have so many spots to go to, and now it's a little bit more scattered. Although I gotta say, the community at Artist Coaching, that's also what we're trying to intend to do, and also what he acknowledges. Like if you get like-minded people together, and sometimes throw in a little bit of experience from some people, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
And it works. It's helpful. And for me, back in those days, the Layback Look Forum was helpful. There were like-minded Club Charts Forum. There were several. Fato Gonzalez Forum. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
for sure.
And we were all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just
Everybody.
talking about it. It's insane what happened on that forum. Like the names that came out of it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But it was, for some reason, a smaller world. Like
Yeah, it's true.
really
It
small.
was, but there were not as many good producers. I think we have now so many good producers. So it's
Yeah.
harder to find that real.
We also have a lot of shitty producers.
Yeah, no, but there's like let's say a lot of producers now can make something sound nice. So it's really hard to find the ones that can make it sound nice and then have something unique to add.
Yeah.
So like all those good sounding releases that aren't special kind of blend in with all the playlists here and there.
Yeah.
Also, I realized that. Sorry,
No worries.
like it's harder to stand out, and I realized why. So my daughter loves Frozen, the movie. Amazing movie. I have watched it 30 times, probably at the minimum. Then I was like, hey, let's watch one of my when I was younger, like Beauty and the Beast or something.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Beauty and
yeah,
the
or
Beast.
whatever.
Come on, man.
Aladdin, whatever.
He-Man.
She's not really into it. you know. And I realize this is maybe why. Maybe she just doesn't like Belle singing, whatever. I always liked it. I also had a bit of a crush on Belle. Does that make me manly again?
Let's park that.
No, it's okay. I'm not judging, but yeah, I mean that's
So-
not the top movie. The Lion King. Come on.
Lion King.
Yeah.
We watched
Yeah.
that. She was into that classic. But then I thought of something like for us, Beauty and the Beast, believe it or not, for me, was impressive to see. Like it's kind of like wow,
in
that's
which way? Like the way how it's been
how
made.
it looked.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah,
basically just how it looked. But if I see Frozen, and if you know Frozen, it looks so like realistic, like animated. If you then go back to Beauty and the Beast, and I kind of
Like
made
you
that
think
switch, like oh,
Olaf and Sven, or
no, but like realistic as in it looks nice, the lighting's nice,
Yeah.
the animation is amazing, the way they all move and speak and whatever. But then you go back to Beauty
back
and the
then
Beast.
you were like 3 years old and you thought to
Not
yourself,
3, I was a bit older. I think.
dude, this beast right here looks
No, when I
fucking
was 10.
amazing, man. Look at the lighting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and video games. We were all. If you go back to video games you
GoldenEye.
played when you were young,
Dude.
and you like that looked in my head way
Yeah.
nicer.
Now
But
it's
I think
pixel party.
yeah, and now if you didn't,
I played
are used
Dangerous
to-
Dave and didn't look good at all.
But if you look to Frozen, you can't really go back to
No.
older movies, and that's what I think happened in music as well, where you're now used to such a high quality of sound that you can't
that's
really go
definitely
back
true.
to
Yeah. It's also
those
with old
years and,
movies per se. Let's
yeah.
if somebody 20-year-old and you want to show them Terminator 2 Judgment Day, fucking amazing movie, they're gonna be like,
They're not
dude,
gonna get it.
Yeah.
I can do this SFX in my home
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
iPhone.
But that's because you get used to a higher quality.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
life.
yeah, that's
Like,
definitely so.
That
Yeah,
happens with everything. You know, if
yeah,
you-
and
if you
most
once-
music you can tell that's old, but those that you cannot tell, some stuff is still. But mostly is when the emotion is right, then it's timeless.
True.
It's funny with music. It's kind of different because if you listen to soul music and stuff from like the 70s, I listen to that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually with music, there's something about the old sound, something they.
Do you
they're not
listen to recent soul music? Because I don't think so. It's all
Yes,
those
sometimes.
nostalgic.
No, sometimes because I listen to a lot of like.
Yeah,
soul
name an
playlists
artist.
and- I don't. I just listen to playlists, so I don't.
Yeah.
This is the Artist Coaching Podcast,
yeah,
where we
yeah,
put you on the
Greg
spot.
Porter, Gregory Porter. He's like a recent soul artist, right?
I don't know. I
I
don't
thought he
listen
was
to
a
soul.
famous basketball
Yeah.
basketball
You know Gregory
player.
Porter, right?
Isn't that the steakhouse?
Don't you know
Porter
Gregory?
Steakhouse.
You do know Gregory Porter, right?
The basketball player.
Dude, that calls himself an artist. Insane. Anyway, but if I listen to that type of music,
Kind of backfired this, huh?
yeah, this one really
Got us.
backfired. But the old kind of sound in music makes it special, where in video it kind of makes it shit.
Yeah, fucking interesting, man.
Yeah,
And shall we do some questions?
We're almost in by it. Does anyone has access to Discord?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, because all phones are being used and my Wi-Fi
Let's
is
Is it
down.
still recording?
My chats.
Yeah? Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
That is for sure. Okay.
Discord.
I probably have to.
We're not
update
live right
and,
now, or are we?
And log in
No.
and.
So I can say some swear words.
Alright.
No, because we're not cutting.
Oh, we're not cutting. Okay.
Okay. We're
Then
at
I will hold back.
Discord.
A
Discord.
podcast announcement? No.
No questions.
Podcast questions. Joey, you are the host, so you can scroll
Oh,
through.
shall I do it?
Oh,
for,
yeah.
I never do this because I'm never in the Discord. I don't even know how to do it.
You need to.
Is this 11
This is
December?
all
That's
today.
today.
Yeah, that's today.
You need to go back to like after last week.
Oh, no, that's a question for Luke. He isn't here. So, adios, muchachas. Okay. Josh Letizier, my
Hey,
homie. Hey,
Josh,
thanks
shout out for the
card,
card.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, amazing.
Little side note,
Oops.
Josh. He gave it with ADE, and they just
We just received the card.
Yeah,
I
Ralph
just got
I got it
this week.
today.
Yeah, you were with me
I
last
gave it
Monday.
last week.
Last Monday, yeah.
No, Wednesday when the podcast was, I guess.
Was that a
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
With Luke?
On Monday.
It was
I
on
don't know.
Monday, man.
Anyway, he got it last week, and he just got it today.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. It's really a
that's,
handwritten
okay
card
then.
for everybody listening.
Yeah. No, and also I got the tea and the other stuff.
Yeah, all
I
the
love it.
trash
Yeah.
I even got a Bitcoin.
Oh, nice.
Didn't you get it? Oh.
I also got the T and stuff.
Well,
so,
anywho, question. Have you guys upgraded to Nexus 5 yet? No, I haven't. And if so, do you think it's worth it? I don't know. I'm actually, look at there against the wall. That's my Alienware. I still have to install my new laptop. And but that's just something I'm not looking forward to. It's been here for 3 weeks already. And
Turn a little bit down. It's in your face.
It's in
In your face.
Nexus 5 already.
5. I started with 1.
Yeah, I started with
ended
2.
with 1.
I started with 2. And then you still had the little...
yeah, he's also
Yeah,
mentioning
the
usually
dingle,
there's a lot
dongle.
of bugs and issues in the beginning. That's true. Yeah, I would just wait. Do you really need it now? Yeah, I'm actually curious. I like Nexus a lot.
Is it a beta version or?
No. It's yeah. I haven't checked it out. I saw the email.
Since Nexus 3, and I might be still on Nexus 3, it's been amazing. You just install the cloud installer, and then you just run it, and it installs all the packs and everything.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
that's they changed that from that little USB you had to carry everywhere.
I think 4 was where all the layer layout was different. Now you
2,
can.
I think.
No. 2 was the simplistic layout, and then 3, and then I think 4 is where you can really adjust all the layers, and that's pretty amazing.
Okay, yeah.
I like that a lot. And I actually have no clue what 5 is about.
No.
But, yeah.
Probably some AI tools.
Maybe.
Probably.
Like Nexus, can you please make a synth like? Oh man, that would be cool.
It will happen.
Wow.
That's already next year. We're gonna have plugins like that.
I saw a friend of mine send me a video today of a guy who recorded like an empty can, and he just bungled his earpods to it, like on the wire, and then you just bungled it against it, like clink, 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 like that sound. And he put this into the computer, into a plugin, and I'm blacking out on the name right now, which was like an AI-based plugin, obviously. You could just throw in any sound in there, and he did like an 8-second recording of the AirPods.
Bunking, yeah.
And he just said like, make me several beats with this sound. And the thing just started to like cut it and bring it in different beats. Like you could choose hip hop, dance, different rhythms. And I was listening to this and I was like, what the actual fuck? This sounds crazy. So
I was in China with Umet Oskan, who was also playing the festival. He showed me this. I don't know the app anymore, but you can literally type like a sentence of what kind of song you want.
Yeah.
And it comes like a full song with lyrics.
Suno.
Yeah, Suno, yeah.
It's like,
oh man.
and it's already so good. It's like bad, but like it's already so good that you're like,
the lyrics on there. I like the lyrics on there.
Yeah.
It's genuinely good. All the music that it makes sounds dated. Sometimes,
yeah, but
there's
very
like
good for how far the development is. Of
definitely.
AI.
And especially we just. The other day we did like a hard rock song on there. We were like listening to the lyrics like, wow, if you would make a hard techno beat with these lyrics, that would actually sound really dope.
Yeah.
And you get can get the outtakes. It's insane.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's pretty far, but it's been here for a year or so.
Yeah,
Suno, yeah.
I'm late. I'm late to the AI party in general.
Because
so,
to be honest, I think
stay close to the mic.
it's not really evolving. Sorry, Joe.
Well, I think it is, because Suno recently updated to, I think, version 5 or something, which seems to be another big leap. As one guy I know made a song with it about, I'm not going to tell, but...
About stuff?
Insane. Like the quality and the lyrics and everything was like insane. Literally.
Yeah.
And I tried it when it was version 1 or 2 in the early days. That was fine, but you still could recognize like, you know, and right now,
but I think
clear.
There's cool. Like producers who will try everything for success. Will do like try to have a whole song made by it, and like businessmen will try that. But I think how Ralph is describing it is how it will be used by creatives. Hey, that's a cool vocal. Maybe we can use it for a not rock song. Or hey, that's a cool guitar riff.
If we're up to me, we do like all my work. Suno.
Yeah, you say that, but I still think you have
like Jay Hardway would.
I think you have still way more creativity in you.
Yeah.
So I think
it's just another
that's already shows the way you're thinking, and that's how.
I'm also really stubborn. I would be like, I know better than you, and then I'm pointing to the AI, of course, not Jay. Hey, I have another question.
It's just another tool, as in it's a great inspirational tool to use. Yeah, definitely.
You know what's also a tool? Is Agent, according to Deadmau5.
Oh yeah. This tool. Nee,
I'm not an AI.
I'm a tool, he
he's a
said.
tool.
This,
you're
this
a tool.
tool.
This tool.
This tool
yeah.
needs a better agent.
Yeah, that's it. That's on your bucket list for like last year. You can just scratch that
Speaking
off.
of tools,
Thanks, Dead Mouse. I have a new agent,
2024.
but not because it's just because of
You have a new
different.
agent?
Yeah. Well,
Who's your
same
new agent?
agency.
Oh,
It's Ace agency. Different
your
agent,
agent
but that's
now?
just because of changes in the
Ah.
team. Ruben
Ruben.
from Drunen. That's where I'm from. We're
Yeah.
from the same hometown.
Metropolitan
I'm telling
area
you,
of Drunen.
Drunen is gonna take over the world.
Yeah, but first that's to take over its neighbors called Waalwijk, and it's us.
I should watch out. Exactly, you're right.
Okay.
Before he draws,
speaking of
gonna fight
Nexus,
me.
this is a question by
Waalwijkers
Astor.
Waalwijk
Dude.
people always came to Drunen to fight
Yeah, of course.
in the Zeven Lantaarns.
Because we knew we can win. Hey, Astor, speaking of Nexus, what VSTs or plugins are currently dominating your workflow, Serum? Are there any underrated tools you'd recommend to other producers? I've been using
Diva. Diva has been one of my because it
but
sounds
it's
so
a go-to
organic.
tool of you for quite some time.
Yeah.
Now I don't use it at all, to be honest. Nowadays,
Synthmaster. I used to use Synthmaster.
no, I've used it before because of you also, because that's what's your workflow. Mine is just Nexus as Serum, like mostly Serum, and also quite a lot of Nexus. And for the rest,
Nexus is very good for layering if you really need a solid sound.
it's quick.
in your layer, very quick.
No, it's quick.
Serum,
It's just for, and also Serum just with with splice and all. Man, there's so much.
true presets and true. But I do think Serum always sounds a tad digital, and I don't always. I want a little bit that's why Diva for me works well.
Then
because
you
it's so
use
organic.
like Omnisphere.
Omnisphere. I use
yeah,
Omnisphere a
okay.
lot as well. Yeah,
Those banks are quite heavy on your
Yeah,
computer though.
true.
But
true.
no, and I've been using a lot of like Shaperbox to
Yeah.
do some cool stuff, and what one? Yeah, Sound Goodizer, of course.
Hey,
Can't go without sound. Like genuinely, I use like 10 Sound Goodizers in every track.
on the master.
No, not on the. It's the only thing that's on the master.
I don't think they could have picked a better name for the product than that.
Yeah.
Sound Goodizer.
It's amazing.
Speaks for itself. Question: are there any new plugins and sample packs that you're using in the studio? Any recommendations? Depends on what kind of music you make. I see a lot of cool sample packs come by.
What I think is very important, always try new sample packs and stuff, I think. But also how I usually search is like I have a certain sound idea in my head. And then I go and search for layers that can fit in that. Also with drums, that's the way I search splice. I'm looking for a certain type of snare. That's already like in my head. I need this kind of snare. And then sometimes you get
but I also
lucky
get
and find a different one.
But also on Instagram, then you get targeted for some sample packs and all. And sometimes they're really good.
Yeah.
And it depends on what kind of music you make. I just got targeted for a hard house pack. And I'm actually, if I could see it on my phone, I would have known which one it is. But my phone is recording me right now. Hello, everybody. And there's quite some cool stuff.
What I think I would avoid as a producer is that I see these ads also a lot where there's like a preset bank with famous presets from songs that are big now. That I would avoid those. I would I would go into like, if you want to build a future house track or something, just find a future house pack that at least tries to be somewhat unique and not because I saw this one pack where literally all the presets were famous songs, and I think that's
I actually like that too.
I don't, but I wouldn't.
Just
I would suggest
for a bootleg or something.
True. But for creative new stuff, just try a bit more outside of your.
Just copy. No, be creative. Copying doesn't get you anywhere. Only plagiarism and lawsuits.
The suits.
Esther then says, seems like there's a theme here, lol. Read, what should we all buy over the holidays and what should we avoid? I think
cash is burning in their pockets, and if
buy Bitcoin, man. Joey will be happy.
I think
I will.
I will do some
put-
merch release.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff in the app later on, and then
Your
they
wallet,
know.
your
Yeah,
wallet.
you can always just give it to me. Yeah,
The plugins that you're gonna buy, you mean?
yeah. Or if they want to buy some co-productions,
nice.
so I call them. It's also possible. Yeah.
Co-productions,
Yeah,
as in?
if you pay me enough money, I will produce for you.
Oh, like that. Oh, Ralph
It's
is
for
for sale.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Shilling.
Ka-ching.
No. But also, I mean, we work for other people, but it's definitely always co-producing, never ghost producing. I think it doesn't work when somebody says, "Build me a hit or a cool club track." The people we work with are always people that really have a lot of input, or else it just wouldn't work. And also, I want to work with people that are enthusiastic about their career, because if we also have master points, we also get royalties from it.
Yeah.
For me, it's better that they get big as well.
Yeah.
And I don't do it for the quick buck. It's for longevity. Yeah, I mean, for me, it would be better if it would became a big hit, even though my name wouldn't be on the
It's
on the
still,
label copy.
It still somehow is something that is rather not spoken about in industry, as in most people don't really like to speak about these things.
Oh, this could fill up a total, but it's the last 2 minutes I see. Yeah.
Oh,
No, but
No,
it's
we're a bit over because
Yeah.
we
We were a bit
started.
over.
Okay.
But this is
Justin
definitely a
Guerra.
topic where most people feel like, I don't want to talk about that.
dude, I'm gonna blatantly say like 90%. Nobody does it on their own. We all work with other producers in the studio, and some are on the copy and some are not. Yeah, it's not a big deal. When you're with two, you can just make better stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a lot of tracks where I did everything and then have it mastered.
yeah,
So
that's also fine.
But that's
yeah.
it's not like that's my goal, and I am
No.
always open to collabs, and I have collabs as well where I'm not on it or another.
No, but look at the
DJ
credits
isn't
of a
on
lot of songs. There's so many people on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it. Yeah.
makes you also wonder, like, whoa, dude.
But what I don't get is the DJs who then fake making music while everyone in the industry clearly knows they don't make the music.
No.
And just a simple fact: look at the tour schedule, and you can kind of see who makes their own music. And there's exceptions when it comes to Skrillex. I think, for example, he's a guy who works anywhere. Fred again works in the subway, stuff like that. But I there's a lot of DJs. They are more. I shouldn't
don't know who
get
you're
too
talking
specific.
about.
I shouldn't get too specific.
I feel
You see them do a lot of activity, but not. But when do they have ever time for making music? So and then don't. That's fine. I don't mind, but don't fake. Like it's just weird. Don't fake it. You know?
Fake it till you make.
No, that's a horrible advice.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Reel it till you steal it.
Steal it till you reel it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now we do reach the hour.
Hey, but we have a few more
Anything
minutes.
to chill? Yeah, we need some time to chill.
It's Christmas. I heard the guy here next to me has a Christmas song. Well, hey, surprise, surprise. We also have a remake of Last Christmas. It's even better than the original.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
Well, if you don't believe it, go have a listen to for it yourself, and you can judge yourself. I would recommend then listening to it like 10 times. Also invite other people and make
At a
sure to
festival.
share it so you can create a good opinion about it. So make sure you get approximately 100 streams on it before you make a judgment, and then I'll be a very happy man too. So thank you.
Ackboy Christmas song is out.
Yes, out.
That's the shill. Bye.
Yeah,
That's a chill.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
A man
Um,
of a few words.
Chill. I don't have anything to chill actually. No.
What would Urban do? He would listen to Last Christmas by Bassjackers.
Exactly. We.
He would hope for the
Have you ever
Elfstedt.
thought about making commercials? That should
I've
be a lot
tried
of fun
that
too.
I've
Yeah?
tried that. Yeah. I've done it a couple of times in the past.
Yeah?
Yeah, but what I didn't like about it is the fact that you have
You had to work.
Well,
Yeah.
it becomes like a
Man.
project, and there's other people
I had to work
involved.
12 hours a week.
No, but now there's it's a project. There's other people involved. Like you have someone delivering the vocal, and then there's this company who
didn't like
expects
the
certain
people.
things, and it's the project management which I didn't like.
Yeah.
The producing is nice, but the dealing with the people is not something I.
Oh, you must be fun at parties.
I am actually.
Yeah?
Yeah,
When you drink.
I'm good in asking questions and opening conversations.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man.
I'm a good listener.
We can go on the hunt together.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
Prowl.
intimate.
Okay.
Anyway, we will be back next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe this episode.
Follow us.
Share it with your friends. By the way, I noticed we've gained 10% followers over the past few weeks
On YouTube.
Dude, gains.
on YouTube. I don't know where they came from. I just saw it rapidly growing. So maybe it's the fact that we started mentioning it. But
Yeah.
thanks. And if you are not part of that group yet, subscribe.
Yeah. Also
And-
leave a question.
You know how
Yeah,
we
you can
talked
leave a
about
question.
the task you've been postponing?
That's the one.
Like the one where you
That's
do the
the
dishwasher or
2025
the...
goal.
It's this.
Yeah.
The task
Hey,
you've been
and
postponing.
next
Share
episode
us
will
with the
be
world.
Pre-Christmas, and then within the Christmas time.
I don't
guys
think
are away,
there's...
or-
Yeah, there's going to
Christmas
be...
is Wednesday, yeah? Christmas is Tuesdays. No, Wednesday and Thursday this year.
Oh,
So,
It's now the yeah.
yeah, it's
so it's
Wednesday.
going to be
and Thursday.
difficult.
we
New
have to-
Year's, I'm gone, and I might have a holiday after. So I want to...
Damn, boy.
Yeah, I didn't take a holiday for a year, so
It's
I think,
living.
I think I'm
It's
allowed
living.
one.
Yeah.
I think I'm allowed a holiday.
You went to Australia
Last year.
Oh, that was this year.
A year
man.
ago, yeah.
Last year.
January,
December last year.
December.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you went in December.
Time flies.
Yeah,
Time
time
flies.
flies.
Anyway,
man.
we'll keep you up to date about when the episodes will drop. But yeah, we'll let you know in the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord,
Drop.
make sure to join. It's in the description. See you next week.